Hey, I'm Alexander and this channel is dedicated to honest and comprehensive reviews of headphones, IEMs, decks and amps. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon to receive new video updates. The headphones for today's episode were provided by Shenzhen Audio in exchange for my honest review. Thank you, Shenzhen Audio. I'm not paid to say anything in particular about this product, and all thoughts and opinions in today's episode are my own. The MOONDROP ARIA Snow Edition is an updated version of MOONDROP ARIA. It uses one dynamic driver with DLC or diamond-like carbon diaphragm, and it has a different tuning compared to the original ARIA. The IEM currently retails for $79 US. ARIA Snow Edition comes in a typical MOONDROP box. On the front of the box we have waifu illustration, on the back we have a list of specifications and frequency response graph. In the box we have MOONDROP ARIA Snow Edition IEMs, detachable cable, 3 pairs of MOONDROP spring ear tips, 3 pairs of standard grey silicone ear tips and a carrying case. The IEMs use 10mm dynamic driver with a DLC or diamond-like carbon diaphragm. Impedance is 32 ohms, sensitivity is 119 dB. Cable is removable and the IEM uses 2-pin connectors. Now a couple of words about design and the build. Design-wise, this is an absolutely gorgeous pair of IEMs. The Snow Edition shells are made of precision mold casting and are CNC milled. They are identical in shape and size to ARIA 2021. On the outer part of the shells we have a winter snowflake theme, and I personally prefer it to the old ARIA design. MOONDROP also used a different coating on the Snow Edition, as some users reported that the ARIA 2021 painting wasn't the long-lasting one, so I hope it's now fixed with the Snow Edition. On the inside of the shells we have 2 vents, which means that sound isolation on Snow Edition is average. At the same time they're absolutely usable outdoors, though you shouldn't expect the same level of isolation as on pairs of unvented IEMs. Also, there is no left and right markings on the housings, which can be a bit frustrating for those who are new to IEMs. The nozzles are average in length, they're angled perfectly, but unfortunately they are missing small lips that usually help with ear tips retainment. ARIA 2021 and the Snow Edition use the same internal acoustic structure, but the main difference is a driver. ARIA 2021 uses a liquid crystal polymer or LCP dynamic driver, while Snow Edition has a driver with diamond-like carbon or DLC diaphragm. Now a couple words about fit and comfort. Snow Edition are very ergonomic and comfortable IEMs, and I found a perfect fit using supplied ear tips. The IEMs sit in my ears very well and I like the way they look. I have used them for extended periods of time and never had any discomfort or fatigue even during long listening sessions. Now a couple of words about cable. The cable is 1.2 meters long. From one side we have 3.5mm connector, and from another side we do have 2-pin connectors. The right channel has a small red band over the right channel terminal, so it can be used as a marker to identify the right shell housing. The cable looks good, it has a minimal microphonics, but it doesn't have a chin slider and is a bit tangling. Now let's talk about sound. Please note that all the sound impressions I am sharing on my channel are completely subjective, so please take them with a grain of salt. All the sound tests have been performed using spring ear tips, and I have used the following sources for the review. As portable sources I was using Samsung Galaxy S10 and FiiO X7 Mark II DEP. As desktop sources I was using SMSL's SU6 deck paired with Sheet Magni Heresy amplifier and Topping D10S deck paired with X-Duo MT602 amplifier. Snow Edition follows MOONDROP's in-house tuning, which is a variation of Harman's neutral curve. The Snow Edition overall sound signature is quite close to neutral. The bass is little bit elevated, so I wouldn't call it completely neutral. Sub-bass extension is good, but it's rolling off a little bit early. The mid-bass is more prominent than sub-bass, and the bass is quite fun on this pair. It has good speed and I loved its note weight and its texture. At the same time there is no bass bleed into mid, which is really good. Mid-bass has a good amount of punch and it sounds really natural with many genres of music. It can also handle bass-heavy music too, but but remember, this is not a bass head IEM by any means. On the other hand, bass guitars are reproduced quite well with an accurate tonality. Overall, the bass is well controlled, clean, and details are above average. The Snow Edition mid-range is natural and has a good timbre. As there is no bass bleed into mids, the lower mid-range is a bit thin and sterile, but at the same time it's quite transparent. On the other hand, the upper mid-range is boosted a bit, but in my case it was never harsh or fatiguing. The mids have a lot of details, they are lush and very pleasant to listen to. Vocals sound slightly forward and have a good texture. The timbre of the instruments is realistic as well. I especially loved how instruments and vocals blend together in the mix. Overall, to my ears, mid-range is well defined, saturated, and is tonally correct. The treble on Snow Edition is smooth and well controlled. It's a bit recessed compared to the original ARIA 2021, but I find it very enjoyable. It has enough energy and detail retrieval is good for its price range, but due to the lack of micro details retrieval, I cannot call this pair analytical. If you're a treble sensitive person, I think you will enjoy this tuning because treble is not sibilant or harsh at all. The treble lacks some air and extension but has quite an accurate tonality. I personally prefer such tuning to the artificially boosted treble that we're seeing on some pairs. While treble on ARIA 2021 is more extended and has a little bit more sparkle, the treble on Snow Edition sounds more clean and refined to my ears. Overall, I am pleased with the treble on Snow Edition as this tuning provides just enough details and sparkle for my personal preference. Now let's talk about soundstage and imaging. The width and depth of soundstage is above average, so the music slightly sounds out of your head. The imaging is good and I like the correct instrument placement. Overall clarity is also good, this pair offers a good detail retrieval, but micro details retrieval is below average. Rarely, on a very busy musical pieces, details start to suffer a little bit. Overall, this IEM is tonally accurate and the music sounds very organic and natural. The technical abilities of this pair totally correspond to its configuration and price. So the main difference between Snow Edition and ARIA 2021 is the driver and tuning. ARIA 2021 uses a liquid crystal polymer dynamic driver, while Snow Edition has a driver with diamond-like carbon diaphragm. Snow Edition is less warmer than ARIA 2021 and has a little bit of less bass. ARIA 2021 has a better sub-bass extension and a better bass texture, but Snow Edition offers a better bass speed and control in my opinion. Treble on ARIA 2021 is more extended and it has a little bit of more sparkle, but treble on Snow Edition sounds more clean and refined to my ears. Also, Snow Edition has improved technical abilities, and while ARIA 2021 has slightly better imaging, Snow Edition has better clarity and better soundstage in my opinion. Choosing between these two is quite easy. If you want more bass and more warmth, then ARIA 2021 might be a better IEM for you. If you want better details, improved timbre, and you want a bit more neutral tuning, then go with Snow Edition. Let's summarize. In my opinion, ARIA Snow Edition is a tonally accurate, musical, and very engaging pair of IEMs. Pros: beautiful design, good fit and comfort, smooth sound presentation, balanced tuning, the IEM is tonally accurate and musical, it has a natural timbre and it works well with many genres of music. Cons: not the most resolving pair in its price range, bass is not as textured and punchy as on original ARIA 2021, some people would prefer more sparkle in the treble, and the IEM has an average soundstage width and depth. Despite a few small cons, Snow Edition is very capable and attractive IEM in its price range. I wouldn't necessarily call it an ARIA 2021 upgrade, but I prefer the tuning of the Snow Edition over ARIA 2021 because in my opinion it's more engaging, technical and musical. If you already own ARIA 2021, Snow Edition might be more of a side grade to you. But if you don't own ARIA 2021 and you're looking for a well-tuned IEM under $100 to enjoy your music, the ARIA Snow Edition should be definitely on your list. Alright guys, that's all from me for today, and I hope that you liked this review. If you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon to receive new video updates. See you in the next video. Goodbye.